Hi, welcome to the 13th module in the .NET Clean Wednesdays series, where we've been talking C# fundamentals. In this module, we'll be talking about switches. Switches in C# allow you to run a particular code block or set of instructions based off of some conditions. So it's like an advanced if-else statement. Let's look at how that works right now. So what I'll go ahead and do is create a new project. And then I'll open that up. I remove the original code. So let's say we accepted an input from the user, right? So let's say we have a string user input equals console.readline. We want to check the conditions. We want to check the input to see if it matches any of our desired we want to see if it matches any of our desired inputs. So what we'll do, we'll start a switch block, and then we'll put a condition, the variable we want to consider inside here. So that will be user input. This default block is the one that runs in case any condition, none of the conditions are met. So normally it would have a break statement also here. So normally you have the case and you have the break statement that terminates the execution point. So what I'll go ahead and do is say case A. Let me just use A and B for this. Console, the right line. So let me just write the small case of this one. You could also have case B. I'll copy and paste this one so we don't waste time. Then we just have the defaults come up in here. And then we'll break that one also. Let's actually go ahead and run it now and see what that feels like. So I'll just input something to my console. I input A, I get this A as the result. Let me clear that screen and run this command again. Let's see, I input say H. You see, it fell in here simply because none of these conditions were met. So that is how switches work basically. And you could do this on strings, on numbers, on enumerations. We'll talk about enumerations in the next module, so you don't want to miss that one. Now let's actually try how this works for numbers. So let me go ahead and comment this out and say let me just get another user input, and I'll pass that into an integer. All right, so I want to do a switch statement on an integer. How does it work? It's still the same way. I start the switch block and I put in my variable to be considered. Let me just put a break over here so I don't miss it. Right, so what happens is I can say case 1. Let me just do a little bit of paste over here. Let me remove this one and I'm good. Oh, let's say I want to actually match numbers with alphabets, right? I think that would be fun. So we got that right here. We can do that same for 2. I'll need to remove this one over here. Oh, I need to set a break over here to tell it to actually terminate that operation. All right, so let me just use this for A and B. So if the input was 1, it outputs A. If the input was 2, it outputs B. And if none of these conditions were met, I'll just do a console.write line, and I'll do a C to Z. How fun is that? Let's actually go ahead and run it and see what that looks like. So I'll just do another .NET run on this, and then I'll just put in a value. There's a little bit of problem here. Oh, I do not have a break statement here, so I need to introduce that break, and I should be fine from here. So let me say I input 1, I get A as my answer. Let me clear the screen and run that again. Let's say I input 5, I get C to Z because it couldn't find the matching pattern in any of this or this one. Now, also you can have cases that actually fall through. For example, let's say 3, 4, 5. That's CDE. So let me just copy this and paste it over here. C to E, it's over here. So what happens is, if any of this condition is met, it executes the code inside here. So it falls through any of these conditions. It's just like having if something is equal to something and is equal to something or is equal to something. That happens right in here. So I'll have to change this to F to Z. So let's actually run that and see how it works. So let me say I input 4. I get my C to E run for me. If I do this again and say I input 2, I get my B. And that's simply how switches work in C#. You could use this on different data types, on enumerations, on numbers, on strings, and all sorts. So that's it. I'll see you in the next module, enumerations. Bye bye.